Hey, what's up guys? Mega Gamer here, and right now I'm doing my very first game review. But this isn't a game or even DLC. This is the Uncharted 3 multiplayer beta, and I couldn't be more excited to say that Uncharted 3 is going to easily beat our expectations over Uncharted 2. And this is just a multiplayer. A new and fairly big part of Uncharted 3's multiplayer is customization, with weapons, people and emblems. The beta, already giving us a very small amount of characters to play around with, has given us a very limited amount of things to customize with. Drake and Sully, for example. All that is customizable is their face and hands, not new pants or shirts or anything like that. But the pirate and the treasure hunter are more for customization, with many other things to try out. The weapons also gave us a very short amount of things to play around with. An example is the M9. The only thing you can add to that in competitive games is a faster reload. Hopefully there will be more to play around with in the final game. Also in the beta is customizable emblems, with a little more pieces to play around with than the guns or characters. You have a frame, a base, and two other pictures you can add into the same emblem. You can even have Naughty Dog's logo with your own twist if you want. I did. I'm very impressed by what Naughty Dog has done with the customization, but the limited selection almost ruins it. Only 3 maps were shown through the beta: the airstrip, the Chateauway, and Yemen, introduced in week 3. All are really great maps, especially the airstrip, mainly because of the new cinematic feel to each of them. You see, Naughty Dog's goal was to bring the set pieces and epic moments from single player into multiplayer, and they have succeeded. The airstrip features a 2-minute opening where the heroes are on a moving plane ready for takeoff, while the villains are on cargo trucks chasing down the plane. During this 2 minutes, everyone can jump from truck to plane to truck, and have an epic battle that gives the feel of the convoy level in Uncharted 2, but in multiplayer. After the plane takes off, a more traditional multiplayer map takes place, and the map is big and fun. Power guns are well remembered when it comes to where they are, and lots of things blowing up halfway through. The Chateauway features a small cutscene at the beginning, with the villains burning down the Chateauway and the heroes going after them. With zip lines and turrets and a burning building in the middle of it all, this is a pretty memorable map. It's not big, but it's fun as hell. And the week 3 exclusive Yemen, with lots of towers and zip lines and buildings with open windows to explore. This is a really big map. Even days after I first played it, I was still finding things I haven't seen before. But this map is the first in the Uncharted series to feature campers. With the tall towers, there are lots of snipers out there, and they are going to kill you fast, so watch out for them. But besides that, great map, and a really funny ending when the heroes win. These maps are a really great example of what you'll be getting in the final game, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. The airstrip is an amazing map with an amazing opening. In fact, the only problem with it is that the opening is way too short. The Chateauway is incredible. It looks big and amazing, and I'm not saying that it isn't. Yemen is huge, so much to explore, towers that give snipers a great go and everyone else a chance to get some great grenade kills, and funny cutscenes. The maps are easily the best part of Uncharted 3's multiplayer by far. There are 9 different game modes in the beta, which I have to admit is a wide selection. They, along with the maps, had different time periods for each week, surprising us all with showing all game modes and maps in week 3. But more on that later. Week 1 showed us Team Deathmatch, Free Fall, Free Team Deathmatch, Hardcore, and Co-op Arena. Week 2 replaced Free Team Deathmatch and Co-op Arena with Team Objective and Co-op Hunter, later replacing Free For All with Plunder. And Week 3 showed all game modes and maps, introducing Co-op Adventure. Team Deathmatch is always going to be your number 1 game mode. Why, you ask? Because for one thing, it's the only game mode that shows the openings and cutscenes to each map. But also because it's Team Deathmatch. I wouldn't believe it if you didn't know what Team Deathmatch was. But anyway, it's 5 against 5, and it's a great game mode. Easily my most played game mode yet. It's just the only way to get the full experience of each game you play. Free for All is an interesting game mode. As hard as it is to believe, this is the Uncharted game to introduce Free for All. It's the first of 15 kills out of 8 people. At first, I thought that 15 was way too short, but after a few games, I realized it really isn't. Naughty Dog did this successfully, and it looks like I'll be playing this mode a lot in the future. Co-op Arena and Team Objective are old and new games at the same time. Team Objective is all the other competitive game modes put together in one match. Turf War, Treasure Hunter, Chain Reaction, all of those separated into different rounds. Unlike Uncharted 2, which was separated and chosen by voting before the game. Co-op Arena is the same, but with the co-op game modes. Siege, Gold Rush, Survival. They both turn out pretty good. Plunder is the same as always, still fun and great. I was actually really into Plunder. It was great in Uncharted 2, but it just had this feel that really got me sucked into it this time around. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but it's a must play. Now, a similar game type is Co-op Hunter Arena. I loved the direction of it by the looks of the trailer shown at E3, but when I got to play it, it was very glitchy when it first came out. And even after they fixed it in an update, the game mode never felt balanced. Mainly because it's 2 people against 2 people plus hundreds of AI enemies. First of all, this is Plunder, but with a twist. It's the heroes trying to deliver the treasures and the villains trying to stop them. Then they switch sides halfway through. This isn't a bad idea, but there are problems. First of all, there are AI enemies that not only make this game a co-op game, but they make it so uneven, the heroes got no chance against the villains plus the AIs. Also, if you start as a hero and say get 4 points, and then switch sides and the other team gets 5 points, there's no reason to keep playing. It just feels stupid after that. So Co-op Hunter, one of my most highly anticipated game modes, turned out to be the worst game mode. Now, for those that don't like boosters and new metal kickbacks, more on that later, there is a hardcore mode. Now for everyone to just see their skill without being owned by metal kickbacks. It's quite fun. I think of it as an Uncharted 2 multiplayer, for those that like Uncharted 2 better, but still want to play Uncharted 3. One thing I want to say about hardcore is for some reason, no one that I know of seems to like the new sprint Naughty Dog has added, more on that later, but I personally love it. For people who don't, they should get rid of it in hardcore. So hardcore is the true Uncharted 2 experience. Just suggesting. Free Team Deathmatch is an easy favourite. It's 2 against 2 against 2, and it's amazing. It's a great way to get into the new buddy system Naughty Dog have worked so hard on, and it's super fun, and the best game mode for split screen. Or just playing online with your best friend. And even if you just got some random guy on the internet you don't even know, it's still a great experience. That is easily one of the best game types out there in multiplayer gaming. Last but not least, Co-op Adventure. Only showing us one map on Adventure, and by the looks of the ending, a half map, Naughty Dog is still able to win us over with this 10-minute demo of Co-op Adventure, with cutscenes and funny yet great dialogue from Drake, Sully, and Elena, and great action scenes. There's no way anyone could hate this game mode. This is a great start to Co-op Adventure, and I can't wait to see the rest. The only problem is that the cliffhanger from the trailer is going to remain a cliffhanger until the final game is released. Overall, this selection of game modes and new game modes, or even just game modes that have been tweaked a bit or two, are incredible, especially the new ones Naughty Dog has given us. There are many new additions and features added to the multiplayer. First off, Facebook. You can log into your own Facebook account and join games with your Facebook friends who aren't your PlayStation Network friends, which is cool. And sooner, you can upload videos from Uncharted and right onto Facebook or YouTube. But this function wasn't available in the beta. Speaking of uploading videos, Uncharted TV. Throughout the first week, Uncharted TV only featured trailers of, well, Uncharted 3. But start of week 2, user-generated videos started rolling in with some nice kills and awesome moments. It's a great idea that it can be turned off if annoying, but I don't see why it could be annoying anyone. Medal kickbacks are like kill streaks off Call of Duty, but with medals. Once you get the amount of medals required, you can use your kickback. It could be anything, from spawning an RPG on the spot, or turning into smoke and turning up on the other side of the map. They're a great, this is great fun to use, and even to get killed by them. And if you don't like them, you can always play hardcore mode.
Kickback available.
Sprinting is now available in Uncharted, but I can't really give it a fair review on the sprinting because no one likes it. I personally love it, but it doesn't help that much when trying to race people to something or if you're chasing someone for a stealth kill, so it's not very reliable. But I personally think it does work with Uncharted. Helped me to get some good grenade kills, which, by the way, Uncharted 3, it's a lot easier to get grenade kills now. You can also join games in the middle of the session now, which really helps for people that are both looking for a game and people that are already in the game. But there are some problems. An example is that cinema mode doesn't film any of the games you joined in halfway through. And also, if you play co-op adventure, if you play that for the first time and join halfway, it could be very confusing. But besides that, it's good you can finally do that. Treasures are a lot more important in multiplayer than ever before. You can collect treasures to add to your characters, give Sully a fisherman hat or Nate some sunglasses. It's really cool. There are many ways to get treasures. If you land an awesome kill, your victim will drop a treasure for you to pick up. Or you could, on rare occasion, pick up a treasure from a treasure chest. Treasure chests are these treasure chests that are found around the map. At random times they will open up and everyone starts fighting to get to it first. Most of the time you will get a medal that counts as 3 medals towards your medal kickback. But on rare occasions you will pick up a treasure. After that you can start collecting treasure sets, which is what you will need for your extra customizable things. It's always fun to collect them, but also keep in mind that you can still pick up the same treasure twice. Now, I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of the split screen gameplay, but I have played it with a friend, and it's fun. The 2 screens are a lot smaller than other games maybe, but it works with the game, and you can't even notice the difference in quality and gameplay. But it does feel awkward when you watch a cutscene at the start of the game and then it jumps to split screen, but that's pretty much unavoidable. Altogether, it's very fun. Overall, this beta was amazing and incredible, and just goes to show that Uncharted is taking the gaming world by storm and is leading the charge by 1.5 miles. Although, when the beta did start, there were many bugs and errors, but were all fixed in days, and despite only lasting less than 3 weeks, it has become the biggest multiplayer beta in PlayStation 3 history, with over 1.5 million players and over 360 years of playing time. That's quite impressive. Uncharted 3 already looks like it's blown Uncharted 2 out of the way. That means all we can expect from November 1st is possibly the best multiplayer experience out there, and then some. Thanks for watching, I'm Mega Gamer, and stay tuned for more game reviews, playthroughs, glitches, co-op gameplay, and more, right here on Mega Gamer 1006.